Another first-timer in the studio, which is surprising considering that you're a veteran of this group, everybody. Brandon Dorlus joined us. Hey, thanks for being here, first of all. And I got to tell everybody, I mean, I go in to shake his hand. He's got it splinted right now, and I'm like, well, I can't shake that hand. And now I realize we just fist bumped on that hand. So tell the athletic trainers it's my bad, all right?
Nah, you good.
All right, it's the Media Day onslaught. Brandon, I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this, but everybody who comes in the studio for the first time, when we have a leaderboard, we keep track of who gets the closest here. You got to tell your 2-minute life story. You ready?
Okay.
2-minute life story of Brandon Dorlus. Go.
All right, so born and raised in South Florida. My parents, my dad's from Haiti, my mom's from Chicago. I started off playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a football at first. My mom, she didn't like the idea. My dad loved football.
Yeah.
I was in love with basketball. Got to high school, kind of grew in the size of a football form.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
It happened, so kind of leaned towards more football, basketball, put it down. Started getting scholarships for football. At first, Oregon's been my dream school. I didn't know I had the opportunity to come here. I committed to Virginia Tech. Should have never done that. Decommitted. Oregon offered me late. Committed to Oregon, and now I'm here.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Yes, sir.
So you did that in about 1:05. So you got 55 more seconds if you need it.
So now I'm here. It's been great. I love it. It's been a crazy experience. I met crazy people. People I'm gonna keep in my life forever.
Yeah.
Doing this is fun. You know, I'm gonna miss doing all this. No, I wish I could have done it earlier, but it's all good though. So
you actually miss doing interviews? I don't believe it.
How's it hard to believe, man?
I don't believe it. No, I don't believe it. It's only like, you're one of the better interviews that we have on the team. Don't tell anybody else I said that, fans, all right? So, but, I actually think that's really interesting that you say that. Is it one of those things where you just have that personality? You just kind of like talking to people? Where's that come from in your life?
That's crazy you said it because people see me and they just be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, what you mean? And I guess my demeanor is just, I come off as a stern person. So when I open up to people and my smile, they see my smile, I guess that's what lightens them up.
See, that's what I was just going to say. Like, we have so many, so I don't know if you know this, but all these computers that are here in the studio, like, every time you guys do interviews and we put them up on the GoDucks YouTube, that's coming from in here.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that we do, a little bit behind the scenes here, is we'll always try to find, like, a freeze frame of you guys where you don't look, miserable, right? Well, you're like the easiest one to do because it's always like a smile. It's always that smile,
Yeah.
So I feel like the thumbnail for your videos on YouTube, they're probably some of the better ones.
Yeah, I think if you go to my interviews, like after practice, I think I'm smiling all of the
exactly.
All the pictures. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you actually do enjoy it. Like you like just talking about football. You like talking about ball.
I don't mind talking to people. I enjoy it. I enjoy learning more about people and seeing where they come from. It's good to have conversation.
Well, now you can ask everybody their 2-minute life story.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Trust me, it's a great icebreaker.
Nah, I know it is.
Anytime I interview people, not just like this type of interview, but like a job interview, I ask them that. And it's one of the best icebreakers.
Nah,
so
I like that.
I got follow-ups to your 2-minute life story if you're ready.
Yeah.
How connected do you stay to Haiti?
Haiti.
How important is that with your dad?
It's really big. He tries to go back every year. It's tough trying to go back every year because the violence rate is really high up there, and it gets to a certain season where it's like you just can't go out there at all. So like towards the end of the year, like Christmas time, he goes out there and go back home, and it's fun. I haven't had the chance to go back yet because he doesn't want me in that environment, so I can't wait to go out there.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to. I think about this a lot. Like, you got to remember your roots, and where you came from. I think it's cool that you do that. So if you weren't playing football, you'd be playing basketball?
Yeah.
What position?
I think I could be a shooting guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like there are so many basketball players on this football team.
Yeah.
Who's the best basketball player on the football team?
Me.
All right, good answer. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Byron Cardwell was just in here. He may disagree, but you know.
Oh nah, he's not gonna see me in the basketball.
Do you guys get a chance to play at all? I mean, I know you want to stay healthy,
Yeah.
you know, but do you guys still go play hoop a little bit?
Oh man, we had a chance yesterday from this team event.
Good.
And we had a barbecue. You know, we was in the pool. We had a basketball going, and it was fun.
Basketball in the pool.
Basketball in the pool and out the pool.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. So take fans inside, because you've been through this now. You're a veteran. Take fans inside, like what the summer conditioning is like. You know, how important is that for the season, getting ready for fall camp, getting everybody on the same page?
See, I don't think the fans see how important it is, because the summertime is, it's not really time with our coaches. It's more strength coach and you, and your strength coach is your best friend. Mm-hmm. And Coach Love and the guys he came in with, it's just been fun. You know, we're doing the same thing. You know, we're out there in the stadium, running the stadiums, and going at it. It's just fun. And I think my favorite experience this year in the summer was probably the scariest experience was climbing Spencer's Butte. And that was a tough challenge, because that was my first time hiking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and my back was going crazy, and I was scared of the heights, and it was just fun. But doing it with the team helped, and it was a great experience.
You're high up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was scared.
My entire family, firefighters, could never do it. Scared of heights.
For real?
I couldn't do it. You climbing up a ladder like 20? No, couldn't do it.
I'm telling you, man, I was the biggest baby on that hike.
Really?
Yeah, I got to the top and I sat down. I didn't get back up.
So in the picture from the hike, you're
no. If you go in the picture and you look to the bottom left corner, I'm up in the picture like this, sitting down, because I did not want to stand up. I did not want to stand up.
You know, Coach Lanning was in here just a little while ago, and he was talking about this even at Media Day in his press conference. He said that you're one of the more unheralded players in the conference. You're smiling as I say that, right? I mean, you got to love having a head coach say that about you.
Yeah. I love Coach Lanning, man. You know, it's good having a defensive coach coming in here, you know, and having like a defensive emphasis. You know, in the past we had Coach Cristobal. He was more offensive line, and you know, Cristobal and I, we're from the same area, and we used to go at it because he was on the O line and I'm on the D line. You know, it was just a lot of jib and jab. But Coach Lanning, man, it's good having him as a defensive coach, and it's just great.
Defensive linemen, I feel like, don't usually like offensive linemen.
No, we don't.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Who do you battle with the most in practice over your career so far? Like who are you just constantly on the O line? Like, man, I'm going against this guy.
I feel like it's a trifecta between Ryan Walk, Alex Forsythe, and Stephen Jones.
So, you know, some of the more experienced veteran
guys.
Yeah. You've been through this a time or two. You know, so we always hear the phrase like iron sharpens iron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you like take fans inside like what that means in your drills, right? Like, are they doing things over the course of a season that you haven't seen them do before because you're pushing them to the next level? Like, what's that like on a day-to-day basis?
See, folks don't understand is that when you go against the same guy, always, they understand your habits,
right,
and they know your secrets and you know their secrets. So when you go against the best, like I just said, Stephen Jones, like he's one of our best tackles, and going against him is just like the best thing to do, is because he knows everything I'm gonna do. I know everything he's gonna do. So that's what we get iron sharpens irons, because like you have to do something else to beat that guy.
What's the next evolution in your game? Like, what are you focusing on here in fall camp?
Man, just being more vocal. You know, I always pray like of being a leader, and I'm not a big, like, it's funny you say I like to talk, but I'm not a big talker. Like on the field, I like to talk my junk to the other opponent, and I think I gotta lean back more on that and be more of a leader on the defense, and just being that guy.
I just feel like for a personality like you, and I don't know you well, but I've gotten to know you doing all the interviews, and I feel like I see it practice all the time, and I feel like you do have that vocal connection. It's just maybe you're not like the loud, booming voice like, you know, a schmuck like me.
Yeah.
You know? I get that, though.
Yeah.
You know, I asked Gonzo this, like, is he a trash talker or like a silent assassin? What are you?
Gonzo? Oh, me?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not a silent assassin. I think, everybody knows, like, you're going to hear me on the field talking about junk. Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like that's a role that some leaders have for their team, right? Like, do you feel like that can give your teammates confidence that it's like, oh, well, Brandon's really confident in us. We got this.
I mean, I feel like it's they do feed off of it, because in high school I had a guy who was just always constantly talking. I'm like, yeah, I love that. So I know, and I fed off that, and I started doing it in high school, and I started doing it in college, and I know like guys see me doing it, and they see, oh yeah, Brandon's just good. He's in his world,
Right.
that they could just feed off that, and they could do what they gotta do.
How excited are you for the season?
Man, it's exciting. Like first game, Georgia, man, in Georgia, it's like what better test do you need? Like it's gonna be a hostile environment. It's gonna be a lot of red. It's gonna be fun.
Not too far from Florida. You get some family?
Of course.
That's
I
good.
got some family in Georgia, to be honest, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you with this. First of all, it's been great to talk with you in a more longer setting instead of a bunch of people around with cameras. So,
Yeah.
what's the goal for the year, right? Like, what do you guys want to be known for defensively for this entire team at the end of the season?
I think everybody on the defense knows we want to be the best defense in the country. We don't want to be the second best, the third best, the fourth best. We want to be the best defense in the country, and we have the guys to do it, and I believe in the guys to do it.
Brandon Dorlus, everybody. Hey,
Yes, sir.
thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate the time.
Yes,
all
sir.
right?
Appreciate
Best
you.
luck all year.
Thank you.